The economy is faltering, jobs are at risk and the debt grows faster than the Netherlands can afford. This worrying assessment's come from the Prime Minister of what's been considered till now at least a model of a prosperous Eurozone country. The Dutch government collapsed Monday as it failed to agree on austerity cuts needed to reduce the budget deficit to meet those EU regulations. Let's discuss the implications of this with journalist Neil Clark. He's joining us on the line from Oxford in the United Kingdom. Hi there, Neil. Thanks for being on RT.
Hi, Kevin.
Netherlands is the Eurozone's fifth largest economy. It's been stable so far. What's gone so wrong then?
Well, it's interesting to look back. The country we're talking about, it's been a founded member of the EEC in 1957, founded member of the Euro when it first came in 10 years ago, and it's been hailed by the Europhiles as a great success story. They've said, OK, well, countries in southern Europe have got problems like Spain, Italy and Greece, but it's kind of overstating the case. Netherlands is a success story, they've told us. But of course, now we see that's very wrong. It isn't happening.
The golden days over then, huh? I mean, the broader picture here, the EU's key response to the economic crisis has been austerity, as we've reported so widely on. But the political leaders are, of course, in trouble over it. The Dutch government's now gone. Sarkozy could be following them. Ireland could reject that fiscal treaty at a referendum in a few weeks. It goes on and on. Merkel facing challenges next year. Are we at a turning point, a political reaction against austerity?
Absolutely. And the big divide across Europe, and not just in the south, but in the north as well, is between the people and the elite. The people have had enough of austerity. Holland's GDP growth in the 10 years since they've had the euro has just been 1.5%. And they're now being told that because of this absolutely insane fiscal pact, which was agreed at the end of last year, that they've got to be 15 billion cuts in government spending. And this basically will destroy Holland. It will destroy the economy. It will destroy the good life that the Dutch people have been used to over the years. And unsurprisingly, the Dutch are saying it's enough.
But I guess the argument is something's got to give, I suppose. I mean, the euro is still in crisis, as we've just been saying there, that this departed Dutch PM was one of its strongest advocates. How big a blow is his resignation at this particular time for the single currency's future?
It's an absolutely massive blow. It's hard to see where the euro can go from here, because what's going to happen, there's going to be elections in September in Holland. And it's not just the Geert Wilders party, which is which is a very anti-EU party. It's also the Socialist Labour Party of Holland, which is calling for this, the Socialist Party. And so we've got two major parties now calling for a complete U-turn. And so it's going to be very hard how the elite can continue on this line, which is telling to the people, look, there's no alternative, where more and more people are voting for parties that are saying, yes, there is an alternative, and we ought to look at other options.
And I wonder if all this turmoil we've witnessed over the past couple of years is still just the tip of the iceberg. Are we just seeing the beginning of a widening political turmoil in the EU? Is the unravelling of the project now beyond repair, I wonder, with the euro at the core of that rot?
I think it is. Because I think if Holland were to leave the euro, and that's not such a far-fetched idea now as it might have appeared a few years ago, then it really is game over. Because Holland has been a strong ally of Germany in the kind of drive towards the euro. And I think it would be an enormous blow. And basically, the Dutch people are going to be the important players in here. Because they are being asked to keep this euro going, to make enormous sacrifices. And why should they? This is what people are saying, and so I think it is the end.
Neil Clark, journalist joining us on the line from Oxford. Thanks ever so much for your thoughts.
Thank you very much.